Okay, today I'm going to show you a wither crammer designed by Borkon on YouTube. I'll leave a link below in his video. It was broken in 118. You move one block over and it's fixed for 119. I'll show you the 119 version and I'll demonstrate how it works and how to build it. So stick around. Here we go. Here's the farm entirely. You build this directly under your end return portal. This is the materials you're going to need. Bunch of redstone stuff, but not much, honestly. So, let me get some endstone right quick. If you're wondering how bad this is going to stick up from your end portal, most people's end portals have the endstone right here. So right here you are going to have a small problem. Oh, you can't even cut that off. So you can do like that. You're going to have this sticking up unless you put some type of slab or carpet or whatever on it, but the redstone dust has to be there. Same thing for the situation over here. You can't cut the dust off, so you can go like that. So a tiny bit sticks up, yes. Maybe you can work around that. If not, then this may not be the build for you. But I use this all the time in hardcore. It's very safe. Nothing ever happens. Oops, I must have... No, that's fine. Okay, so what we're doing is pushing... You stand way back here to avoid the explosion, and you push in soul sand and also dispense your wither skeleton skulls all at the same time. We can demonstrate right quick. You stand here, you turn it on. And we get, I'm going to stop with one wither. It's designed to put as many withers in there as you want. But we'll stop at one just to do a short demonstration. A little loud. Let's try that again. So there's your wither. You're familiar with this. You can attack him pretty easily. I don't even have the gateway in there, and you can still see he's there. I think you can attack him from here. He gets some explosions on you, but I guess I can't attack him from here. Anyway, that's the normal way to attack him, right? Figure out your own hopper situation here. But you need a wall. This is where your obsidian normally goes. Obsidian. Most people have their obsidian sitting just like this, and then they put the soul sand on top of it. Yeah, you get the picture. Soul sand goes right here, 3 skulls on the end, and that's how most people do it. So we're a little bit lower than this. We're going to remove the obsidian and then put a wall there of any type, doesn't matter. They don't need the stars. Okay. And then we can show you... Oops, let's not do survival. So I can do it a little faster. This is how fast you normally keep going to do multiple withers. And we've got, I don't know, 15 in there now. 20 in there now. When you see the health bar start lowering really fast, that's when you know you're getting entity cramming. Right now. See, now we're getting entity cramming out there. And they'll die on their own. Let's try to turn that down even more. Okay. But even with 30, 40 of them in here, you can still come up here and kill them. There's nothing going to happen. Right? There's 30 or 40 in there, who knows? Show you a little bit more how safe this is. We can take most of this away. Boom, boom. We need those 2. We need the 9 in the middle. This is going to move when I do this. Should be fine though. Okay. This is all of the bedrock that you technically need for this farm to work, and it's still just as safe. I'm going to stop at about 5 or 6. Now, if you're in survival up here, you are going to get some blasts, right? I'm not touching the keyboard or mouse or anything. I'm taking a little bit of damage, sure. You can actually do it from a lot closer. Oh, well, it's ran out. But yeah, most people stay back. And as you can see, they're shooting the skulls at me and all type of stuff, but that's all the bedrock you really need. Just those three, so. Come in here with your smite sword, go crazy. Make sure you got sweeping edge on it. Okay, so now we can go on to a tutorial to show how to build it, right? Like I said, I grabbed all the materials needed out of here. There they are again, for the most part. You do need a lot of soul sand and not any of this though. That's what you need right there. Okay, so we'll get to building it. First, we're going to start with kind of an empty slate. There's your portal. There's where most people have their obsidian. 2 blocks below the bedrock. We're going to go ahead and remove that obsidian. Put you down a square of hoppers here. And some type of solid block here. This can probably be rotated any direction you want, but I'm doing it in the same direction as the tutorial for now. We're going to put 3 observers facing those 3 blocks. Here's your center again. And then we're going to put rails, 6 rails in total. The sixth rail goes down like an angle like that. All right. And then we're going to connect 4 dust here into a repeater on 2 ticks facing that way. 3 dust here. We need a trapdoor, iron trapdoor on the side of a block here. This tilts this way. It doesn't matter which way it tilts, honestly. Okay. We've got some more blocks over here in these locations. You'll need to put some redstone on top of them later. So the 3rd dust over, 2 over, you got a block. You got a block at the end of this dust, and then you got 2 blocks right here. Pause this is any time you need to check. Okay? Don't worry about this back here. We'll get to that in a minute. So that's what we got so far. Okay? I'm going to pull up the schematics so I don't have to count anything. We are going to need all this back here too, so skip 2 more blocks. Put a block there. Skip over 1 here. This one, 4 here. And then connect those 2 there. And there's also a dust right there. Okay. Don't worry about these walls. Not important. Next layer up. Now we're getting some scaffolding going here. Okay. And we got, these are dispensers. That's for your skeleton skulls. Feel free, if you're going to use a lot, to use hoppers. Not needed if you're going to do less than 9 stacks times 3. Not needed, basically. Okay, then we're going to put a torch here. Torch. 3 more blocks. Some dust here. 3 more blocks here. Just going to fill this in, and you can pause it when you get to the end. Torch, redstone torch. I'm not sure how much of that's necessary. And like I said, don't worry about this. We'll get to this in a minute. Okay, so that's what we got now. This repeater's on 0 delay, or normal. And that was that 1 dust we put on the floor earlier. Okay, next step. You do need to place the soul sand, excuse me. We're going to start with an observer looking at the last scaffolding above the trapdoor. It needs to be looking at it. And then 4 blocks here. And if you're not doing the hoppers below, then these don't need to be barrels. These can be full blocks. It's just so we can get signal to these pistons. If you're not doing hoppers, then I wouldn't do barrels. Doesn't make sense. Okay, we're going to come in here. Above the last dispenser, we're going to put soul sand. Was that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then How would... Okay. Alright, from this point, that repeater on 1 tick, we're going to put a sticky piston above it. Block here, 2 dust. 3 dust total. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks going towards your portal. Sticky piston facing the center, a regular piston facing the center. An observer looking away from the piston, and then 1 looking up. And then that's going to move your piston, which is kind of annoying. Okay. And then you've got soul sand here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Not in front of the piston. 6 more from there on. You've got 3 in between here. We've already got the torch here, so we got to put a piston. 3 dust. And then we need a regular piston here. Another dust there, another dust top of this block behind the piston. And then let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 soul sand between there and there. We need to finish up a little more blocks and dust here. Block, dust, piston. I'm not skipping anything. Okay, like I said, we'll get to this in a minute. Okay, so that's that layer. Right, next layer is pretty much the last layer. We need, on top of the sticky piston, we need a regular piston. Same thing for this one. Top of the sticky piston, need a regular piston. Then a block beside it, and you carry the dust all the way up. Same thing with this one. You need a block beside the piston, carry the dust up. Okay. Now we're going to try to trigger all this over here, so we need to look at the soul sand with an observer here. And then look at that observer, and then come out with some dust to a note block, to a observer that's pointing this way, to another note block. That's going to move your damn sticky piston, a regular piston again. This needs to stay here. And looks like we forgot one there. This is a observer facing that way. Facing like that. Let's see if we missed anything else up in here. Nope. So, boom, boom, boom. We got one observer right there. 2 note blocks, another observer in between the note blocks, and then below 2 pistons, 2 observers in that orientation. Okay, we'll put that back so it doesn't get confusing. What did we forget? We forgot to trigger the dispensers and the pistons. This fires, no. The rail fires the dispensers, this fires the pistons. So we put dust on top of the observer, and then just run it all the way across to here. Okay, so that's what you should have by now. Like I said, there's what that looks like. Okay. Now, over to this. So that's the last layer of everything. We just need to do this over here. Okay. What was it? 10 soul sand? Put you a nice little platform to stand on here. That's where you'll be standing to place the soul sand. Put a regular piston there, a block behind it. And then this configuration of observers, pistons, and a lever right there. There's actually a sticky piston underneath here. How did I forget that? Okay. And I believe that is it. We'll make sure these are full, which I'm sure they're not. Wither skeleton skulls. For this demonstration, we'll put 1 stack in each. When these run out, you are gonna start pushing in soul sand into the withers and just breaking your soul sand. It'll probably end up down here. It's not that big of a deal, but you either need to stop when you think you're out to avoid wasting soul sand, or run it for short times. If you're gonna run this for hours and hours, you have hoppers and lots of wither skeleton skulls, then you need some kind of detection system here to shut the machine off whenever it gets empty. I'm just trying to keep it simple for everybody. Most people don't run that many. If you do need to, then you probably know how to do that part. So that is ready to go, I believe. Let's give it a shot. We turn it on. That makes that go ploppity plop plop plop. See, it moves that over. This goes crazy. Makes some kind of clock over here. And we're ready to push. I'm gonna free cam over here. We're gonna see what happens. Make sure I didn't screw up anything. I'm gonna put in 1 block. There's 1 block. 2 blocks. 3 blocks, and boof. 3rd block, it pops them all. Oh, I forgot the wall. Most important part, the wall. It's in here in my inventory too. He's gonna destroy everything, thank you. Come here. Okay, let's just put that back the way it was before. There we go. Walls in there, beautiful. You don't need this. Whoops. Okay, all good to go. Good to go. Okay, so yeah, if you break it, this is what it should look like. No soul sand in front of here, nothing in front of here, but just about ready to go. That's how you know it's ready. How about the rail? Is that broken? No, we're good there. Okay, so turn it on. Go here. 1, 2, 3, and it makes a wither. Now he's stuck on the wall. We'll go ahead and cram a few more in there. So there's no need to kill him with a sword. You can let him just die of suffocation or entity cramming. But your choice. You get lots of XP and stats if you kill him. Just make sure you know about the explosions. A few seconds after they're going, you'll get this. And then you're ready to go. There we go. Very nice.